With an increase in local COVID-19 cases, we find out how many of the patients were vaccinated. Plus, Joplin's Chamber president announces he's moving on. We'll tell you what's behind the decision. And Barton County, Missouri officials say the county jail is not safe and they're shutting it down temporarily.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
COVID-19 cases have made a comeback in some parts of the 4-state area, including Newton County, Missouri. This is KOAM News at 6. The head of the county's health department points the finger at Newton County's low vaccination rate and also debunks some misinformation concerning COVID-19 vaccines. KOAM's Mike Mahoney reports.
Melissa Hunter is a Newton County, Missouri resident who takes care of her mom and initially didn't get vaccinated against the coronavirus. But the recent spike in cases in her county has her reconsidering COVID-19 vaccines.
Mom and I are seriously considering it because of the uptake around here. Like I said, we do not want to get sick.
The head of the Newton County Health Department would like to see more county residents adopt that attitude, especially with the county's vaccination rate.
Yeah, it's disappointing that we're at a low rate and one of the lowest rates, I guess, in the nation if you look at it.
Newton County Health Department Administrator Larry Bergner says that just 20% of the county has had at least one shot of the vaccine. And that low rate is why Newton County has gone from 8 active COVID-19 cases in early May to 140 active cases today.
I think a lot of anxiety still persists on is the vaccine safe and effective, and I think it's been proven that the vaccine is safe, it is effective.
The Newton County Health Department team is doing their part to slowly but surely push the Newton County vaccination rate up while also combating misinformation. Larry says 19 county residents who have been vaccinated have still caught COVID-19, but their cases actually prove how effective the vaccine is.
Out of those 19, none of them were hospitalized except one, and that one had severe underlying health conditions that attributed to his hospitalization more so than the COVID. So out of the 19, we could really say that none of them were hospitalized, which means the vaccine played an important role in keeping them at much lower symptoms.
As for Melissa, she's concerned about her county's vaccination rate and hopes her unvaccinated Newton County friends, neighbors, and community members will give COVID-19 vaccines another look like she and her mom are doing.
I would like to see the rate go up. It concerns me with everybody getting out and about and, the 4th of July celebrations. I do not want to see people get sick. I don't want to see people die.
In Newton County, Missouri, Mike Mahoney, KOAM News.
The Newton County Health Department will provide COVID-19 vaccinations at the Newton County Fair on July 8th from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Missourians will pay more for online purchases. Governor Mike Parson has signed a bill to require online retailers to collect sales taxes on purchases made by Missouri residents. Sales tax statewide is 4.2%. Missouri is the last state with a sales tax to approve such a requirement. The legislation requires out-of-state retailers with at least $100,000 of annual sales in Missouri and online marketplace facilitators to collect state and local taxes beginning in 2023. Joplin's Chamber of Commerce president is resigning. Toby Teeter says his resignation has been in the works for quite a while now. He says when he took the job in December of 2018, he planned on it being temporary. Teeter says he was brought in to transition the chamber into the 21st century, and he believes the city is positioned for future success.
We have a really, really strong team, and we have a really strong board, and it's a very resilient community, and it's really exciting because this is literally a city of cranes right now with all these huge projects. There's also a new wave of entrepreneurship. It's just really exciting times.
The resignation takes effect July 30th. Teeter says he doesn't know what's next for him. Checking in with Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
Yeah, and it just keeps raining. Showers, thunderstorms. We've had so much rain now for about 5 days across the region, so we need a little bit of a break. We do get a break down the road, just not this evening. Showers, thunderstorms working through at this point in time. Most of these are just kind of moderate to strong storms, a little bit stronger once you get down into northeastern parts of Oklahoma, but you can see this batch really from Lamar, Joplin, Neosho into northeastern Oklahoma, and then you can see a little bit stronger once you get toward Bonita, which will affect Grand Lake. But just scattered showers and thunderstorms continuing as we go through the rest of the evening hours. You can see a pretty good cluster northeastern Oklahoma over the next few hours. We may get a little bit of a lull, and then it picks back up again late tonight into tomorrow morning. Additional scattered showers and thunderstorms. Eventually, we are going to start to dry out. Of course, we're going to talk about that here in a bit.
Catch you then. The Barton County Sheriff's Office says the county jail is not safe and they have to shut things down. That jail is going to close temporarily starting tomorrow. Sheriff's Office cites faulty doors, broken glass, poor lighting, and broken security cameras as the reasons behind the shutdown. Sheriff says while the jail is shut down, they'll focus on repairs and addressing staffing issues. Most of the jail's detainees will be housed at the Cedar County Jail in Stockton, Missouri. KDOT announces it'll close US 169 north of K47 beginning sometime next week. The closure runs from 130th Street north to 35th Street at Chanute. KDOT didn't say exactly when the closure would begin next week, but they did say the work should be finished before the end of the year. Freeman Health System and Crowder College launch a new apprentice program for students who want to become certified medical assistants. The paid program starts on August 23rd. Students will spend 20 hours a week in a variety of learning opportunities, including traveling to various clinics within the area.
It allows them the opportunity to become employees of Freeman long-term. They may stay in that position, but it provides us ready access to employees that are already well-trained and educated, and once they complete their training and education, they're ready to go to work here.
That program runs for 16 weeks. Still ahead, the ATF announces the cause of a house explosion in Raytown, Missouri that killed a man and injured 3 people, including 2 children. And a water sports destination is coming to the region. We'll tell you more about Woka Park. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives says a man is dead after making illegal fireworks in a Missouri home. Investigators discovered the man's body in the basement of that Raytown home that exploded Monday night. The ATF said 3 people, including 2 children, were injured in the explosion. The victims' names were not immediately released.
This has gone from a sad event to a tragic event, obviously, with the discovery of someone deceased in the structure, but it's a timely reminder that the powders that are in pyrotechnics are unstable and they can absolutely do damage. They can absolutely be lethal if they're not handled by professionals.
The Missouri Fire Marshal is assisting in the investigation and it is still being treated as a crime scene. There's a new water park coming to the border of Oklahoma and Arkansas near Siloam Springs. The goal is a destination water sports attraction for people of all skill levels, from surfers to swimmers. Reporter Emery Bryan has more.
Workers blasted rock to create this 1,200-foot-long channel alongside the Upper Illinois River near Watts, Oklahoma. The bottom is being shaped to create waves and drops for a $33 million water park expected to attract 85,000 visitors a year.
It's probably the only one in the country that's actually carved into bedrock.
The project comes after decades of talk about what to do with this old dam. It holds backwater for Siloam Springs, but creates a dangerous rolling effect for anyone near it. The plan is to take some of the water from the Illinois River and divert it just above this dam into a narrow channel for kayakers. It should create a destination water sports attraction for people of all skill levels, from surfers to swimmers. According to Ed Feit, a longtime river watchdog, Woka will actually improve the environment.
It's going to have sustained flow coming through it that actually fish can migrate for the very first time since the dam was built.
The design and construction cost comes from the Walton Family Foundation of Arkansas, which focuses on attractions that help people stay active outdoors.
When this is done, we want it to appear like it's always been here.
The park should be open early next spring after the channel is finished and work to make the dam safer is done. The city of Siloam Springs has another kayaking park upriver, but hopes to see a wave of tourists out of this one.
It's similar, but just bigger and better, and we're excited to be a part of it.
The new park will have free admission except for parking when it opens next spring. In Adair County, Emery Bryan, Oklahoma's own News on 6.
Later, a major leaguer with local roots takes to the field with the Milwaukee Brewers for the first time with his former coach looking on.
Plus, we continue to get thunderstorms for us on and off tonight. When are we going to get a break? We're going to look at that coming up. Well, of course, it was warm, it was humid, and we've had more showers and thunderstorms on and off really all afternoon, but most of us have received some form of rain throughout the daytime hours today, and this will continue as we go into the evening hours. Not quite as widespread, but we're going to continue to have showers and thunderstorms out there. None of these are very strong or severe. We had one severe thunderstorm warning earlier today. This was in Barton County, and you can see a cluster in northeastern Oklahoma, which is definitely on the strong side, but these just aren't producing a lot of severe thunderstorms, which is definitely good news. But you can see this cluster really from Lamar all the way down toward Neosho. This has really been weakening. It's just kind of moderate showers right now, and then a bigger batch as you get down into northeastern parts of Oklahoma. So this batch will continue to work through and then we'll start to dry out a bit. But if you live in Oklahoma or extreme southwestern Missouri, this storm is at least strong. It's producing winds at about 50 miles per hour, at least wind gusts, and some very tiny little hail, which will slide mainly just south of Miami, but also affect Grand Lake and then eventually into southwestern parts of Missouri. But besides that, it's just scattered showers and thunderstorms. You can see a few more out just to the north of Yates Center. We also have some right along the state line of Kansas and Oklahoma. So just kind of on and off, much of what we have been seeing over the past couple days. But look at some of these rainfall amounts. Once you get into the pinks, magenta colors, we're close to 10 inches of rain. This is since Saturday. So all the rain that we've had over the past 5 days, but at least 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 inches of rain, southwestern Missouri, and then back through northeastern Oklahoma, and then into Cherokee County on the Kansas side, but still several inches on the Kansas side, 5, 6, 7 inches of rain. So everybody has had just a ton of rain over the past few days. Let's go through time. Here's 9:30 p.m. Still some hit and miss storms, the biggest cluster in northeastern Oklahoma. Then a little bit of a break once we get toward midnight, and then they kind of start popping up again late tonight into tomorrow morning. Additional scattered showers and thunderstorms across the region. I think our best chances for rain tomorrow will definitely be in the morning hours. Temps with the clouds and showers have backed down into the mid 70s, but our humidity is still high. We have dew points mainly into the lower 70s, and that's why it feels so muggy and soupy out there. Nice shot, 7th and range line. You can see starting to dry out on the west side of the city, and as we go through the evening hours, really kind of holding steady. Eventually we'll drop back near 70 a little bit later on tonight. Good news here is we do have an ending point to these showers and thunderstorms as we go through about the next 24 hours, but still pretty good batch in the morning, which will slide south. Also, a cold front shifts through as we go into the afternoon, so eventually this is going to cut off the rain for us. And by the time we head into Friday, it looks pretty good. We're going to get partly sunny skies back, temperatures mainly into the lower 80s for highs, and then we get a nice holiday weekend in store as we get a break from the rain. Still, I think we could pick up another 1 to 2 inches of rain in spots for us tonight. 81 tomorrow, mainly morning showers. 82 on Friday, 84 Saturday, 86 by Sunday, which of course is the 4th of July.
Really like those graphics that don't have raindrops on them.
Yeah, they look a little prettier.
Yes, they do, starting Friday. Thanks, Doug. Coming up in sports, St. Louis Cardinals aim for the series sweep against Arizona. Plus, a former Crowder College pitcher makes his major league debut for the Milwaukee Brewers. Jacob Leonard has that and more next.
A former Crowder College baseball standout, Aaron Ashby, gets his shot in the major leagues today, getting called up by the Brewers to make his first career start. Our very own sports reporter Danny Terzer catches up with Crowder head coach Travis Lallman to watch Ashby's debut and talk about his former All-American getting his first taste of the majors.
It was only a matter of time that Aaron Ashby would make his major league debut, and Wednesday was that day.
3-2 count, runners are off. Getting to watch him today was really really surreal, to be honest with you, watching him walk out to the mound.
Just 3 years after he graduated from Crowder in 2018, Ashby is starting on the mound for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Really 2 years of full professional baseball, really, and he's already a big leaguer, you know. So there's not too many people that take that path. So that's the really special part, and it takes a special person to be able to navigate that quick. It's not just performance-based, and that's what's the proud moment for me, is how quickly he did that. Looks like he's composed pretty well, though. He's handling himself.
In his sophomore year season in 2018 here at Crowder, Ashby led the country in strikeouts and was an All-American.
It was a February game, and I think he punched out like 15 or 16 that night, and it was early in the year, and you kind of knew that was when you knew that, hey, this stuff is real.
There's many stories of impressive outings, just like that one.
Come on. Attaboy. In that 18 year, he was absolutely unhittable. You know, it was a situation where 150 some strikeouts on the season.
Today, Ashby struggled to settle in. He pitched 2/3 of an inning with 4 earned runs.
Nice play. Hopefully he gets another opportunity soon to go out and kind of rectify the results. But again, you know, just watching him, he handled himself well, and very proud of, you know, in that situation, not just losing it and you know, going awry. He was around the zone, good stuff. 96, 97 mile an hour left-hander, that'll do though.
In Neosho, Danny Terzer, KOAM Sports.
Now, the Brewers, by the way, did win the game today, 15-7 over the Cubs, and no word yet on Milwaukee's future plans for Ashby in the major leagues. Well, staying with pro baseball, the St. Louis Cardinals finish up their series against the Arizona Diamondbacks today. The Cards have taken the first 2 games of the series and have won 3 of their last 4. St. Louis tries for the sweep today in the second. Kwon-Hyun Kim, the pitcher, helping his own cause with a 2-run double. Cards up 2 early. To the third now, same score. D-backs get on the board as Drupal Cabrera singles. Play at the plate, but he is safe. Cuts the Cardinals' lead to 1. In the third, though, Tyler O'Neill singles up the middle. Paul Goldschmidt scores to get the lead back to 2. Then Yadier Molina drops in a single to score O'Neill just 2 batters later. Cardinals win the game and get the 3-game sweep 7-4. In the American League, the Kansas City Royals on the road for Game 3 of their 4-game series against the Boston Red Sox. Now, the Royals have lost the first 2, both of them 1-run games. Now, tonight's game, been a little bit of a rain delay. They're expected to get started at about 6:40. We'll have highlights from that one tonight at 10. And that's it for sports. We're back after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran. Staff Sergeant Aaron Ralphs served in the U.S. Air Force. His hometown, Fort Scott, Kansas. And we are proud to salute Staff Sergeant Aaron Ralphs. He's tonight's 4-state hero. Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Going to hear about a new memorial for the USS Oklahoma. Also, the latest on rescue operations underway in Florida from the building collapse where dozens of people remain unaccounted for. And teachers in Oregon upset with required anti-racism sessions, saying those sessions seem to be creating controversy, not preventing them. That and more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Some of us still getting more rain at the moment.
Yeah, scattered showers and thunderstorms. These are going to stick around. They are going to be hit and miss through the evening into the overnight, and then especially tomorrow morning, and then we'll start to get these showers tapering off. High temp of 81, then we finally dry out.
Final sports notes.
We're going to have more on Aaron Ashby getting his major league first major league start tonight. Definitely didn't go the way he wanted it to go, but obviously really cool to see a guy we covered here get that opportunity.
And we hope it goes better next time. See you at 10. Let's make it a great evening.